Hey everybody, Mark Sisrich here from Post Falls, Idaho. I'm here to talk to you about Paul Manship's sculpture called Diana. I have a picture here to show you. Hopefully you can see that okay. I actually have both pieces here too. This is an Acteon on this side over here, right there. So I'll kind of explain to you this piece of artwork here. So the sculpture of Diana was produced in 1925 by Paul Manship. It's a bronze piece, which I know lots about bronze since I was a bronze sculptor too. It's in the Smithsonian right now, which I've been to. I don't know if I've seen it. I don't remember exactly, but it looks very familiar to me. Paul Manship, a little bio of him. He was born in, I believe, St. Paul, Minnesota in 1885, and he died in New York City, New York in 1966. A little bit more of the synopsis of the sculpture. This is actually a pair you can see here, the two pieces together. In the text, though, we primarily focused on Diana herself here, this sculpture. You see they're both on a pedestal there. If you look here too, this is to illustrate the story of Diana and Acteon. What it is basically, Acteon was caught viewing Diana when she was bathing here and made her angry, so she hunted Acteon here, and actually her bow was supposed to be like a magical bow, and when she had shot Acteon, it would turn him into a stag. If you look into the picture here, you can see that Acteon is growing some antlers here on the top of his head. I find it interesting to see all the dogs and stuff, which I've noticed in Paul's work there. He has a lot of animals. There's quite a few works I looked on the Smithsonian. You can see basically different works as far as all the different animals. A really interesting piece I found myself was the celestial sphere, which is pretty cool looking too. It looks like it has a lot of movement. One of the great things about these two sculptures here, you can see the movement in the work itself. You look at her bow, it illustrates the idea of movement in the shot. And that's the thing, is if you look in our textbook, we don't really see the other sculpture. It's interesting to actually look at both of these and see how this creates this imaginary connection, this line between two sculptures here. So, also just a little note to you guys too, since I was a bronze sculptor, I know how hard it is to make these sculptures. You can look at the different points and the way these are set up. These are pretty intricate works themselves, and some of these points where these are actually cast are pretty narrow, and these are not easy to do. Some more things here, kind of review this really quickly. Basically the building of the bronze and how it was built. You know, when they cast these different points where the wax went through, and they're probably plaster cast, I'm guessing as much. So, but interesting to see how these works too are also the kind of the green coloration of antiquity. And I really feel that Paul was trying to represent that in the modern world, to bring back these classical forms, and a lot of the sculptures look like that too. Well, that's what I have for you guys today, and thank you very much. Have a good day.